Hi there, guys. Good to be back with you. Back to 1949. We've got the first game of a doubleheader, the Browns at the Indians. This is part of my 1949 replay with Diamond Mine Baseball here. I'm using my own lineups, and the Indians are 2 games out of first place, right behind the Red Sox, who have already won one and lost one on this day. And the first pitch in there to Stan Spence is hit over to center field, where it drops in front of Larry Doby for a bloop base hit. So Bob Feller comes in, gives up a base hit right off the bat. Feller is a 2-2, 3.76 ERA. Here's Dick Kokos, who takes a strike, 0-1 now. That's a fastball high. It's 1-1 on Kokos, and there's a foul to the left side, 1-2 the count. Fastball's high and tied 2-2, and that one's hit over to left center field, and that one is over to the wall. That's going to be a double easily for Kokos, and Spence goes to third. So much for the Indians trying to repeat here. I mean, it's early in the season, but this isn't looking so good. Up next is Pretty, and he hits a fly ball over to right field. It's Bob Kennedy who's got that one for the out, one away. Here now is Les Moss. We'll keep the infield back. Very beginning of this game, there's a ball in there to Les, and there's a line drive to right field, and that's between Gordon and Vernon for a base hit, and Kennedy comes up with it, 1 run scores, and then Kokos has to stop at third. Interesting that they stopped him instead of sending him. I would have tried to send him there, looking at how fast he is. So it's a 1-0 lead here for the Browns, and that flies out of Feller's hand. Ball 1, and that's hit over to right field, and that baby's going, gone. Jack Graham took a ball and then hit another ball over to right field, over the bleachers for over into the bleachers for a home run, and it's 4-0 Browns just like that. This is not Feller's day, and here's Bob Dillinger who takes a ball. There is a strike in there, 1-1, and that's up high, 2-1 to Bob. There's strike 2 as he chases that one low and away. Ground ball third base, Kellner throws to first, 2 away, and here now is Roy Sievers. Sievers is hitting .259 this season, takes a strike, 0-1, 3 home runs, and swing and a miss on that one. It's 0-2. So pop-up left side out of play, 0-2 remains on Roy Sievers. And that's low, 1-2 now the count. And there's a ground ball over to Lou Boudreau, throws over to first, and that gets him when we go to the bottom of the first. Bill Kennedy starts here for the Browns against the Indians. Up first, Ken Keltner, who is hitting .282, swing and a miss on that first pitch, is 0-1. Kennedy, the 1.65 ERA, 2-0 this season. Fly ball over to Kokos in right field. He's got that for the out, 1 away. Here now is Larry Doby. That's a little looper in the center field that falls in front of Stan Spence for a base hit, and that brings up Mickey Vernon. So there's a runner on first base for Vernon. Let's see what Doby can do. And Doby's going with his pitch, and he's got that one easily stolen. That high throw went into center field. Poor throw by Moss, but Doby didn't see it, and he had to stay at the bag. That's, again, third steal for Doby. He had 10 in real life against 8 times caught, 3 against 1 here in Diamond Mine, so he's doing a little bit better. We're picking the spots for him. Vernon takes a strike now, 1-1. Ground ball third base. Dillinger chases Doby back to second, throws to first for the out, 2 away, and here's Lou Boudreau. Lou hitting .343 as he takes a ball. 12 RBIs is all. He hits that one over to center field. Stan Spence, though, has that for the out. We go to the top of the second. It'll be Eddie Pellegrini here for the Browns, who takes a strike. And then hits a long pop-up over, it's actually over to second base. Gordon has that for the out, 1 away. Bill Kennedy now takes a strike in the outside corner and a ball low. 4-0 Browns as Kennedy takes ball 2, 2-1 the count. It's popped over into the foul territory, and then a ball on Kennedy makes it a full count, and that's that good Feller slider. Kennedy swings and misses at that one, and that's the first strikeout for Rapid Robert. 1 away, Stan Spence now takes the ball, and then a strike, 1-1. Only 12 strikeouts this year so far for Feller in 40 innings. That's unusual. 2-1 on Spence, and that's fouled away. It's 2-2. It's hit over to center field, and Doby goes way back to get that one and is able to come up with it. But boy, Feller got away with it, and we go to the bottom of the second. 4-0 still Browns. 1-1 quickly the count here on Dale Mitchell, and there's a strike called on him. It's 1-2, and there's ball 2 on him. And that's wide. Full count now on Mitchell, and that one misses. And so Kennedy loses Mitchell, and that brings up Bob Kennedy. So it's Bill against Bob. Mitchell on at first, nobody out. Bottom of the second, 4-0 Browns. Here goes Mitchell, and he is thrown out easily by Moss. He did a good job handling that somewhat bad throw. Strike now on Kennedy. 1-1 count is fouled away. 1-2, and that's high and outside. 2-2 on Bob. 2-2 as that's fouled away. That's another one fouled away. So Bill with the upper hand so far. And there's a swing and a miss, and down goes Bob. We go to Joe Gordon now, still bottom of the second inning, 4-0 Browns. Indians have stolen one and got caught one time, and Gordon with a 1-0 count hits that one up the middle for a base hit, and that'll bring up Jim Hegan. So Indians getting a little bit of offense, 2 hits so far, and the 1 walk against Kennedy. 1-1 now the count on Jim Hegan. Takes that one off the plate. It is 2-1, and there's a ground ball over to Pellegrini, who flips that over to Pretty for the force out at second. We go to the top of the third. Dick Cocos now takes a strike inside corner and then chases one down and away, 0-2. Fly ball deep right field, hooking at the corner, gone, and Cocos has a home run, and it is 5-0. And I'm really looking here at Bob Feller, wondering what we're going to do with him. I think we're going to let Feller go through this inning, but I don't see us keeping him out there much longer. He just doesn't have it today. There's the ball to Jerry Pretty, and that's fouled away. 1-1 the count. Grounder past Feller for a base hit. He's given up 6 hits here already, and that brings up Les Moss. That's a foul ball by Moss, 0-1 the count. There's a liner over to the right side. Gordon goes down on a knee to grab that one before it hits the ground. 2 away. Here's Jack Graham, who had that 3-run homer in the first inning. 0-1, now 1-1 the count on Jack. There's a foul ball, 1-2 now the count. There's a second ball to Graham. It's 2-2. That's hit over to left field. Mitchell has that for the out. 2 away. Bob Dillinger now. Dillinger takes a fastball outside for a ball, 1-0. And there's a curve high, 2-0. And that's off the thumbs. It's 2-1 on Dillinger. And that's a strike. Called a strike. Check swing, 2-2. And that's low. Full count now on Dillinger. It's grounded over first base. And Vernon has that for the out and does it himself. And we go to the bottom of the third. And so this will be a little bit controversial, but we're going to do it. We're taking Feller out of this game because he just hasn't had it. We will put in Thurman Tucker, who's hitting 286. Swings and misses at the first one and misses another one, 0-2. It's inside for a ball. It's 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss, a one up and away, and he's down with the first out. Here comes Ken Keltner, hits one over to third base. Dillinger has it, throws to first. There's 2 away. Larry Doby now takes the ball high. 1-0 the count on Larry. And that's not even close. It's 2-0 on him. That's way outside. 3-0 the count. Taken all the way. And now he's taking the stroll down to first base. Here's Mickey Vernon. We're not going to run Doby, of course. Not with a 5-run deficit. 2 quick balls on Vernon. 0-2 pitch is swing and a miss for a strike. Throw back to first, but Doby's not going anywhere. 2-1 pitch now, and that's high. 3-1 on Mickey. And that's a strike. It's a full count now on Vernon. And that's a high fly ball over to right center field. Cocos, the right fielder, has that for the out, and we go to the top of the fourth. And, who are we going to put in? It depends, I think. We have Garcia pitch the second game of the doubleheader, so I think that it'll be Page who will come into this game, try to get some long-term work out of Satchel. So in comes Satchel. Page, 3.09 ERA. No record yet. 23 1/3 innings. He throws a ball here to Roy Sievers, and then the strike. 1-1 the count. So the Indians have not been using Page in high-pressure situations. 1-2 the count. Ground ball over to Gordon, who makes the play and throws over to first, and that's the out, 1 away. Here's Pellegrini. Page does have 2 saves. There's a ball in there to Eddie, and strike, 1-1. It's off the plate, but he did swing, 1-2. And there's a strikeout inside edge of the fastball. So Page has 1 and a strikeout, and there's 2 away. Bill Kennedy now takes a strike, and then a fastball outside, 1-1. And there's strike 2, swing and a miss at that one. It's 1-2. It's a foul ball. Hegan can't hold on. And there's strike 3 swinging. Page just exploded out of the zone with that one. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's Lou Boudreau. So the Indians do have a chance here as Boudreau takes the ball high. There's a strike at the knees, outside corner, and then a ground ball over to Pretty. At second base, he throws to first, 1 away. Dale Mitchell now fouls 1 away. Takes a strike, 0-2 the count. Ground ball again, second base. Pretty again on to first, 2 gone. Bob Kennedy now fouls 1 away, 0-1. And there's 1 low and away, 1-1 now on Kennedy. And that's a strike. Kennedy didn't like that call, but it was a strike. And there's a ground ball to Pretty again. Pretty busy that inning, 3 chances, 3 outs. Here's we go to the top of the fifth. Here is Stan Spence, who has a 1-1 count on him quickly. 2-1 now as that one missed. There's a swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Spence only hitting 188. Don't know what I'm doing hitting him leadoff, but that's kind of how it's turned out. Full count on him. That's fouled away. Count remains full. It's fouled off once again. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, and down he goes. 1 away. Here's Dick Cocos. That's a pitch in under the hands of Cocos for a ball. It's 1-0. And there's ball 2 on Cocos. 2-0. Fouled away. 2-1. It's off the plate. 3-1 now on Cocos, and there's a strike 2 called, so it's a full count. Ground ball left side. Keltner has that one. Throws to first in time. 2 gone, and it's Jerry Pretty. That's fouled away, fastball, 0-1, and there's a ground ball to Boudreau. Nice arc on that throw to first. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Still 5-0 Browns, and here comes Joe Gordon. Takes the ball from Bill Kennedy. Ground ball over first base into the right field corner, and that's a base hit for Gordon, a double. He gets there easily, and that brings up Jim Hegan. Hegan is 0 for 1 today, hitting 221. 1-1 quickly the count on Jim. A little nubber off foul. 1-2 now the count. That's high and outside. It's 2-2. Ground ball, second baseman Pretty with it on to first, and Gordon moves to third. So 1 out, Gordon on third. And what do? We want to bunt? We want to swing away? We'll swing away with Satch. No reason to bunt. He fouls one away. So over for a strike. It's 0-2. And there's a ball. 1-2 the count now on Page. That's fouled away again. Still a 1-2. There's a swing and a miss, and down goes Page. So there's 2 away, and here comes Ken Keltner. Runner on to third base. Keltner takes a ball, and then takes another ball. 2-0 the count. That's fouled away. Swung at that one. 2-1. There's one high. It's 3-1 on Ken. That's in the dirt, and that's ball 4, and Gordon ends up scoring. And how many times do you see a run score on a walk with the runner on at third base? A little bit of rare play action here for you, and we love our rare plays. So a little bit of a rarity here for you, and the Indians are on the board, and it's a 5-1 ball game. Gordon's on at first, and here comes Larry Doby. So Kennedy with his third walk of the game against 3 strikeouts. There's a ball to Larry. Swing and a miss at that one. 1-1 now the count on Doby. That's not even close. 2-1. That's foul tipped away. 2-2. And full count now on Doby is that one missed. And he swings and misses and that one strikes out. We go to the top of the 6th. Les Moss up there now against Satchel Paige. And there's a ball on Moss quickly. 1-0. That's high. 2-0 on Moss. And that's popped up foul ground. Vernon, first baseman, has that for the out, 1 away. Jack Graham now takes the ball low. 1-0. Chopper, first base line foul. It's 1-1 on Graham. And that's a ball. 2-1, and that's inside. He takes it. 3-1. Full count now as that's a strike. And he holds up in time, and that's a base on ball. His first one given up by Page. Here comes Bob Dillinger. He takes the ball inside. Another one low. 2-0. Fastball's in there for a strike. It's 2-1 on Bob, and that's in the outside corner. It's 2-2 just like that. And that's inside on Dillinger and ends up hitting him on the leg. And so Page has put on runners on first and second. Here comes Roy Sievers. 1 out, top of the 6th. That's a ball in the outside corner of the plate, 1-0. Inside, 2-0 on Sievers. Swing and a miss on one down the middle. And there's a fastball in there for a strike. It's 2-2. There's a little pop-up down the first base line, and that one ends up dropping fair, and that will score a run, and Dillinger gets all the way over to third. That brings up Eddie Pellegrini, and Satchel Paige might not be very long for the going here. Fly ball left field. Mitchell has that for the out, 2 away, and here's Bill Kennedy. Kennedy fouls one away, 0-1. Little ground ball, first base line just fouled, 0-2. And there was a ball high, 1-2 on Bill. That's a curve off the plate, it's 2-2, and that's below the knees. Full count now on Kennedy. And that fastball's too high, and that'll load the bases here for Stan Spence. Spence not exactly a wizard with the bat, but he takes the ball. Hits one down to right field. Kennedy, Bob Kennedy, that is, has that for the out. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 6-1, though, now Browns. And here comes Mickey Vernon. Hits that one deep to right field, and that baby's gone. Vernon with the solo homer makes this a 6-2 ball game. Now as Lou Boudreau takes the ball. They get the home run, but nobody's on base. Lou Boudreau, 1-1 count. Fouls one away, 1-2. 2-2 now. We need someone to set the table now, and there's one hit over to center field, but Spence has it because it's an airport out there, 1 away. Dale Mitchell takes the ball, and then a strike into the knees, 1-1, and there's a ground ball, line drive rather, past Graham and over into right field, base hit for Mitchell, and that'll bring up Bob Kennedy. So Bob Kennedy today 0 for 2, only 5 hits for the Indians as Kennedy takes the ball. That's another one wide. It's 2-0 on him. Bill Kennedy having a hard time with his control. 2-1 the pitch on Bob. 3-1 now is the count. And that's strike 2 called, so it's a full count now on Bob Kennedy. That's hit over high into the air. Third base. Dillinger has that one almost in foul ground. 2 away, and here's Joe Gordon. Gordon takes the ball, 1-0. And that's ball 2 outside, 2-0. Tapper towards first. Graham has that one, flips that over to the pitcher Kennedy, and we go to the top of the 7th. So Page stays in maybe one more inning. There's a strike on Dick Kokos and a ground ball down the right field line, easy base hit. Kokos will stop at first, and here comes Jerry Pretty. So ground ball over to second. Gordon has it, flips to Boudreau for 1, on to Vernon at first for the double play, and here comes Les Moss, nobody on base. That's the ball inside on Moss. 1-0 the count, and there's a ground ball over to Gordon, who throws to first, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Page got out of that one, 6-2 the score, and here's Jim Hegan. He takes the ball, then a strike, 0 for 2 today. There's ball 2 to Hegan. It's 2-1. And there's strike 2. 2-2 the count. That's high. Full count now on Jim. And boy, that's one is hit hard to left field. Base hit for Hegan, and that'll bring up Page. And now we go to the bench again, look for a pinch hitter. Tresh could do it, but it's going to be Bobby Avila we're going to put in here. And Avila comes into this game hitting 750, 3 for 4. Let's see if he can get a base hit here. He takes a ball inside, 1-0. Little ground ball to Pellegrini, and he flips that one to Pretty and on the ground for the double play. Two pitches rather, hits one and then gets 2 outs for his trouble. And here comes Ken Keltner. So much for hitting 750. Keltner takes the ball, 1-0. That's low and outside, 2-0. Fouled at the plate, 2-1 on Ken. That's inside, 3-1 on him. That's popped up. Shortstop Pellegrini has it for the out, and we go to the top of the 8th. It's going to be Zoldak coming in. Sam will come into this ball game. He has pitched 12 1/3, no runs given up, 0.00 ERA, 1-0 record with a save. There's a strike to Jack Graham, and then another strike, 0-2. There's a check swing, foul ball, 0-2 it remains, and he went around on that one and struck out. So strikeout quickly for Zoldak. 1 out. Here's Bob Dillinger, pops that one up left side. Keltner has it, 2 away. Here's Royce Sievers. It's a ball high, 1-0 the count. Ground ball left side. Boudreau can't get to that. That's into left field for a base hit, and that'll bring up Eddie Pellegrini. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike on Pellegrini. There's a ball to him, 1-1. It's a fastball inside, 2-1. Fly ball left field. Mitchell's got that for the out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Larry Doby leading this off for the Indians. He takes a strike and then takes the ball high and inside. And there's another one tight, 2-1 now on Doby, and that's inside for ball 3. It's 3-1. It's hit to right field, but foul. Full count now on Doby. Pop up over right field, and Kokos has that for the out, 1 away. Now it's Mickey Vernon here for the Indians. There's a little fly ball over to center field. Spence has that for the out, 2 away, and it's Lou Boudreau who takes the ball. That's high and outside, 2-0 on Boudreau, and that misses low. It's 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1 the count on Lou. That's outside for a walk, so the Indians do have a runner on. That'll bring up Dale Mitchell, who takes a ball outside, 1-0. Low and away is 2-0. Bill Kennedy starting to fatigue a little bit, and that's hit off of Mitchell's foot, 2-1. Little ground ball back to the mound, and Kennedy has that, throws over to first for the out, and we go to the top of the 9th. Kennedy leading this one off. He has a walk, an 0 for 2. Now make that 0 for 3 as he hits a ground ball down to Boudreau, throws to first for the out, 1 away. Stan Spence now takes the ball and then hits a little blooper down the third baseline, and that's in there easily. Spence goes over to second base with a stand-up double. That'll bring up Dick Kokos, hit number 10 for the Browns, who have a 6-2 lead here top of the 9th. 1 out, 1-0 count on Kokos. It's a little dribbler in front of the plate. Hegan has that, throws to first for the out. Spence has to stay at second, 2 away. Jerry Pretty now takes the ball high and then fouls one off his foot, 1-1 the count. There's a little pop-up foul ground, out of play reach for Keltner, 1-2 the count. It's in the dirt, 2-2 on Pretty. Foul straight back, it remains 2-2, and that's foul to the left side, 2-2. There's a little ground ball over to Boudreau, throws to first for the out, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. Bill Kennedy going for the complete game. Bob Kennedy up there now, swing and a miss, and then pops one up. First base side, Moss. The catcher has that for the out, 1 away. Joe Gordon now takes a strike, 0-1. Ground ball, shortstop Pellegrini throws to first. There's 2 away. Here comes Jim Hegan. Fouls 1 away. It's 0-1 on Hegan. It's fouled away again, 0-2. And just got a piece of that one, 0-2 remains. Ground ball in the hole, and Dillinger has that one and throws to first for the out, and that does it. So the Indians drop the first one here, and they're going to be falling into obscurity if they're not careful. 6-2 the Browns with the victory, and 49 Browns are not the sort of team you want to lose the ball game to. Good game by Bill Kennedy, who goes to 3-0 in the season. And hope you enjoyed that one. I will talk with you again tomorrow with another game. Talk to you then. Bye.